Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. And I would like to ask for your help in getting the word out about these sessions. People with Parkinson's need to be exercising their voices every single day, and so that's what we're doing with this. We're trying to get people practicing every day, and it's just so important. Today's topic is pretty special. It has to do with Jim and Lorraine from Wisconsin. We received a wonderful testimonial from Jim, who's been practicing with us for several years now, and today we're going to learn about this. Let's say it together. El Camino de Santiago. Again, every word with intent. El Camino de Santiago. Have any of you been on this pilgrimage? We're going to learn about it, and we're going to see some photos that Jim took along this trek, and it's going to be a really interesting session. First, we need to get our speak out exercises out of the way, so let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent, and then we will get started. The first speak out exercise, the warm up. Every word with intent, speak out. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Project your voice forward. May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. On a scale of 1 to 10, I want you working at an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lots of energy. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. We're not yelling. We're projecting our voices forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. We're done with the warm-up. The next exercise is the ah. Deliberately open your mouth and project that ah forward with lots of intent. Ready? Ah. We're coordinating the breathing muscles with the vocal folds. The sound should be clear. Ready? You know you're doing it right when the sound comes out clear and it's not skipping or anything like that. Let's try it again. Let's try a shorter one. One more. Ready? Nice job. Let's take a sip of water. Grab that cup with intent. Start generalizing intent to everything that you're doing. That is so important for people with Parkinson's. The third speak out exercise, the glides. Throw, project an ah forward, and then slowly glide up. Here we go. Ah. Again. Good. Nice and steady. The voice is clear. We're trying to get as many little notes in there as we can. Let's do it again. We're being deliberate. Let's do it again. Stop. These are not easy. The speak out exercises, they seem simple, but they're really not if you're doing them the right way. Let's take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the counting next, and then we are going to learn about El Camino de Santiago. For the counting, we're going to count to 12 today. Connect to the numbers. We'll stop after every 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now stop after every 4 numbers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to stretch out the vowels a little bit. Let's stop every 3 numbers, but stretch out those vowels. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're in control. All right, take a sip of water. So Jim and Lorraine from Wisconsin have gone along El Camino de Santiago on this pilgrimage, and he sent us a testimonial, and I just have to tell you this. He says that I wanted to let you know about the upcoming hike I hope to complete with my wife, Lorraine, and my brother, Mike. In about a week, we depart for Spain and have made plans to complete the Camino de Santiago, about a 480-mile walk across northern Spain, generally following the pilgrimage walk of St. James. Hiking the Camino has been on my bucket list for a long time. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 4 years ago. I plan to continue doing my daily speak out exercises, hopefully online, many days. I suppose it depends on internet access. Thank you for the ongoing support. I cannot overstate, listen to this, I cannot overstate how much I value the Speak Out program. I am convinced without your help, I would not be in the position to attempt this trip. So you and the Parkinson Voice Project and my fellow Speak Out participants will be with us on our trek. So intent applies to everything, right? When you're living with intent, not just speaking and swallowing with intent, but living with intent, you realize that there's a lot more you can do, even with a diagnosis of Parkinson's, than you might have thought of before. Let's go ahead and work on our reading exercises. Everybody say this with intent. El Camino de Santiago. Every syllable with intent. Say it again. El Camino de Santiago. Get that voice in front of you. Ready? Let's read. The Camino de Santiago means the way of St. James. Again. The Camino de Santiago means the way of St. James. Next. It is a network of pilgrimage routes. Every word with intent. Read it again. It is a network of pilgrimage routes. Next. The routes lead to the tomb of St. James in Spain. Again. The routes lead to the tomb of St. James in Spain. Ready? There are 9 main Camino routes. Again, stronger. There are 9 main Camino routes. Good job. Ready? They begin in France, Portugal, and Spain. Say it again, but say it with more intent. Ready? They begin in France, Portugal, and Spain. So when we use more intent, we take a deeper breath, we move our vocal folds more. So let's try reading this sentence 2 different ways. Intent and even more intent. Ready? Nearly 350,000 people complete the Camino each year. Now read that again with even more intent. Ready? Nearly 350,000 people complete the Camino each year. So that's a really good way to practice saying it in 2 different ways. Let's take a sip of water. All right, naming items in a category, a great way to work on speaking with intent and work on your cognitive skills. I want you to name some items you need for hiking. Say each one with intent. Let's see what Lisa came up with. Ready? Water, backpack, snacks, sunscreen. So Jim, did you have any of those items with you? I bet you did. Next, okay, a little bit more challenging. Cities or towns in France, Spain, or Portugal. Name some of these cities or towns and say each one with intent. Are you speaking out or did you revert to your automatic voice? Do it again. Name cities or towns with intent. Speak out. Let's read these with intent. Madrid, Barcelona, Lisbon, Paris, Bordeaux. We're saying every word with intent. Okay, Spanish words or phrases that you might want to know if you're traveling to Spain. Think of some Spanish words. Say them with intent. Are you speaking with intent? Let's say these together. Ready? Sí equals yes. Let's repeat that. Sí equals yes. Next. Gracias equals thank you. Next. Por favor equals please. Hola equals hello. ¿Cómo estás? Equals how are you? How do you say how are you in Spanish? Very good. Let's go ahead. We're going to do Dr. Boone's words with intent. Ready? Gu la gang ga ga. Gu la gang ga ga. Next. Ku ka man gu ka. Ku ka man gu ka. Every syllable with intent. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next one. Kukla. Kukla. Very good. Take a sip of water. We're going to read the bonus reading. Bonus reading is more challenging than just reading one sentence at a time. We're going to read it twice, and then we're going to show you some pictures of Jim and Lorraine along El Camino de Santiago. I think that would be neat for everybody to see it. Here's the bonus reading. Need the bell. Somebody sent me a message the other day saying that we don't need the bell, but I know a lot of you like it, and if I don't ring the bell, then I get emails that say, hey, you forgot the bell. All right, the bonus reading. Everybody say this. Camino de Santiago, the popular routes. Again, Camino de Santiago, the popular routes. We're going to read it the first time to get used to it. The second time, we're going to read it with a lot of enthusiasm. Here we go. The Camino de Santiago is not a singular route. A vast artery of treks splays across Europe like the branches of an oak tree. They all eventually converge and reach Santiago de Compostela. Each course combines gravel paths, wooded tracks, single wide rural roads, cobblestone streets, and paved thoroughfares. Okay, we got used to the words. We don't want this to be a cognitive activity. We are building strength. So now read it again with even more intent and enthusiasm. Ready? The Camino de Santiago is not a singular route. A vast artery of treks splays across Europe like the branches of an oak tree. They all eventually converge and reach Santiago de Compostela. Each course combines gravel paths, wooded tracks, single wide rural roads, cobblestone streets, and paved thoroughfares. This is a great reading passage to download and practice, practice, practice. Let's see some pictures of El Camino de Santiago. Here is Jim. Some beautiful pictures. And isn't it neat that Jim could do his exercises while on this 480-mile hike, benefit of online services. Just beautiful. I like those tulips. And just look at that. Isn't that called the Superman pose? When you're feeling kind of puny, you put your hands on your hips, stand up straight, and it's called the Superman pose. In fact, a lot of people are doing that. They say like employees before they go into a tough meeting, they just stand for a moment in their Superman pose. Y'all could do that too. I think it would be good. There's Lorraine. Make you feel powerful. Love it. Jim, thank you for this idea for the session. Everybody put your hands on your hip. Stick your chest out a little bit. This is the Superman pose, or we can say the Wonder Woman pose, and it actually does work to make you feel more in control and more powerful. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.